Welcome to Lair Secrets. I'm Ken Newquist, and today we're going to be unboxing Forbidden Lands. David and I have talked about Forbidden Lands a whole bunch over the years, but we've never actually gone through the boxes. So even though I got these a couple years ago, or maybe a year ago, I don't know. Who knows when I got them? The point is we're going to open them and walk through them. And I did say them. Why do I have 2 copies of Forbidden Lands? Well, you're about to find out. All right, so a while back, Free League was running a sale, half off. And I saw Forbidden Lands was on sale. I'm like, great, I'm going to get Forbidden Lands. I've wanted this for a long time. People talk great things about it. Let's order Forbidden Lands. It'll be cool. What's one more RPG, right? And so it arrives a few weeks later in Swedish. Wow, cool. So I open it up and I'm like, this isn't what I remember ordering. And like, well, maybe it's just the cover, right? Maybe it's a variant. Like, no, it's actually all in Swedish. And so, you open up the box and you see all the cool, beautiful stuff. The overland map, which I'd already heard about, which is hex-based. Stickers to put on your map, which gives some geeks fits. And then these great books, which I have no idea what they are because they're in Swedish. So I followed up on Free League and said, hey guys, bit of a challenge. I got the Swedish version. And they're like, no problem. We will send you the English version. It'll just take a couple of weeks. Keep the Swedish one in case you want to learn Swedish. We're going to put this off to the side right now. I have not, as of yet, learned Swedish. It's been about a year, I think, since I got this. But in any case, a couple weeks later, we get, here's the actual Forbidden Lands box set in English this time. So we got Forbidden Lands, Rogues and Raiders in a Cursed World. And so the setup for Forbidden Lands uses its own dice system, and it's set in a realm where for a very long time this curse and this dangerous mists had spread all throughout the land. And so there's just these tiny little villages trying to eke out an existence. And then the curse is lifted, and suddenly there's this land rush where you can where everybody's trying to like take advantage of the newly opened valley, right? And so here we go. Here's what's actually in the box in English this time. So you got this faux leather cover. This is the player's handbook. Very nice construction, very easy to read, great fonts. And the player's book, as you might imagine, just kind of walks you through some of the basic campaign stuff, but then also just how to create a character, the basic rules for how to do things. And, it's very easy to read. I love the artwork. It's very evocative. This is meant to be more of a gritty, down-to-earth RPG. Magic costs something, right? Like you're exploring this great realm, and it's going to be challenging. There are going to be dangers that will threaten you, and you're not just going to blow them. You're not going to just blow them off because you're a hero and you can take care of stuff. You may die, and you may die fast. So that is the player's handbook. Then there is the Game Master's Guide, similar faux leather cover, and this is all about the world itself. So there's a whole bunch of content here where we get the event generation. We've got dates. Was that event generation? No, that's the calendar. No, that is event generation. So it's a D66. Events in a stronghold. So it's a little bit like the original DMG, and that stuff's a little bit out of order, but that's okay. There's a detailed history of the realm, background information on the various kin, which are the species, monsters, because everybody wants monsters, random charts. I love that the monster attacks have these like random things that can happen. And actually, honestly, I haven't really gotten that far through this book yet. I'm really looking forward to reading it because I find that the campaign setting and the background is just really, really cool. It's got rules on creating adventure sites. It's got backgrounds for personality quirks for NPCs. Pretty cool. I think there's a lot of stuff there you could actually steal for your D&D campaign or your other fantasy campaign just to like provide the content. Then there's got this cool little beat up now. Originally when it came out of the box, it was pristine like you saw in the Swedish version. This is Legends and Adventurers, so this lets you do a more detailed backstory for your character. And it also contains random tables for creating legends and monsters and what have you. So it's pretty cool. Lots of content. Slim little packet. It's a nice little add-on. And then going back, we have the stickers, which go on your hex map, because the idea is that this is a hex crawl, right? You're exploring this lovely, beautiful map. I'll unfold for you guys. And as you move from hex to hex, you may discover things. And when you discover things, you put a sticker down. So let's see, it's a double-sided map, but to be honest, this is the first time I've actually really moved it. So this one's labeled. And this one is also labeled. Oh no, this has adventure locations already set on it. That's the difference between the two. No, this one has locations too. So anyway, I guess once I get into the book further, I'll understand the difference between the two sides of the map. But it's a really nice map. It's got like, it's very solid. It's not like a flimsy map. The paperweight is really nice. So that is the map and all of the books. You'll notice that although this is a box set, it doesn't come with dice. So let's talk dice for a second. This game is a dice pool mechanic game, and actually it's a lot crunchier than I thought it was going to be. And it's a little disappointing that it didn't come with dice, because it's got funky dice. Now, actually, these funky dice, how to explain it? So, you can just use regular dice with Forbidden Lands. It's not a big deal. And the dice at a glance help you with is, and you're looking at this, you can see there's a skull and there's a crossbones, and I think, or not crossbones, cross swords. And so, 1s are failures, 6s are successes when you're rolling in your dice pool, but the consequences only happen if you decide to push. What would normally happen is you have like a skill dice pool, you've got a gear dice pool, there's 1 or 2 other dice pools I can't think of off the top of my head. You roll your dice, and then you can choose to push. And if you push, what happens is you can generate strain in your character, and that strain is represented by these skulls coming up. So they're pretty dice. It would have been great if they had actually come with the game. So this includes 4 six-siders, all right, 4 base dice, 3 skill dice, 2 gear dice, 1 1d8 artifact dice, 1d10 artifact die, and 1d12 artifact die. So when you get magic items, which are represented by artifacts, if I remember correctly, you roll extra dice. And so obviously the big dice are going to give you big numbers. So let's see if I can actually... The actual unboxing is trying to get the dice out of the box. So, let's see. I just got these off of Amazon. It's the easiest way to secure them, actually. And so, they're nice dice. I know that it would have increased the cost of the box set to include these dice, but when you've got like this comprehensive game and you have dice that are assisted by, whoops, there goes the D12. When you have a mechanic that's tied to it, like I haven't actually gotten to the chapter on artifact dice. I'm assuming that all of like 4 cross swords on a 12 means that you get represents 4 successes. Which again, you can use this with a chart. It doesn't hold you back to use regular dice with this game, but I don't know. I mean, these were like a 20-something. It's a good $20 or something like that. I get it. That would have increased your base cost of the box set, but I don't know, guys. I feel like if you've got funky dice, you should include your funky dice. But they roll well. They look great. They sound great. They're easily to read, right? Which is always an important thing. Like the skulls aren't microscopic. All in all, I like the dice. They'll be living in my box set going forward. So what am I going to do with Forbidden Lands? That's a really good question. I was originally thinking about running some sort of open table thing using this game because I figured, it's pretty fun. I figured it's a Hexcrawl. My friends would have a lot of fun with that. And it would lend itself to sort of an open table / a West Marches kind of game where you just have an open table and people are showing up one way or another, right? But it's actually crunchier than I thought. And a lot of the folks that I was hoping to invite to this, they don't have a lot of experience with role-playing games. So I think going with something simpler like Shadow Dark is going to be really the way to go. But I still really enjoy this game. So I think what I'm going to do is a solo game. I've heard a lot of people in the solo world really enjoying Forbidden Lands, because it's so evocative and because it comes with that Legends and Monsters book and it comes with all these random tables. It's like it's halfway to having oracles built in, right? And the other thing, going back to the Swedish version, right, is that, hey, what if I use the Swedish version to come up with all the location names? So my thought is maybe use the Swedish version, but then, because I have the 2 books and I can see what the content is, even if I can't read the language, I can pull location names and monster names from the book and use those instead, which would be kind of cool. Teach a little bit about my my culture and ancestry, and who knows, maybe I'd pick up a little Swedish along the way. So there you go. That's Forbidden Lands. It's a fun game. I might want to run into Mepicon or something too. I think that might be a good way to get my feet wet with it, with actual human beings and with people who are a little bit more experienced with RPGs, but. There you have it. We're going to put the dice in the box now, so they're ready to go the next time I run the game. So there you go. That's Forbidden Lands. I'm looking forward to doing something with it. I think it's a real fun setting. And there you go. You can leave comments about this particular game. If you've played it, I'd love to hear from you. Otherwise, follow us on YouTube, like and subscribe to all the things, or stop by lairofsecrets.com for more content.